everyone, and thank you for joining me. I'm Sandra, the Actions with Inspire for Purpose, and today it's your timely tune-up. So how you doing? No, really, how are you? I asked that question because, the time that we're living in, a lot of people are just sad, y'all. We are just sad and depressed and stressed, and I just don't want it to be that way. So I want to share a few little tips to kind of help get you out of that funk a little bit, if I can say. One of the things you can do is simply take the time to recognize and identify what you're actually feeling. We know that our feelings go up and down, right? Just like the sunset and the sun rises, our feelings go up and down. So you gotta take a hold of those feelings and those emotions, and you gotta say, hey, why am I feeling the way that I'm feeling? And ask yourself the questions, do I have a right to feel the way that I'm feeling? Like if you're feeling angry for no reason, do you really have a right to feel angry for no reason? Some may say it's your right, but that's a lie. No, you don't. So you gotta take that angry thought and dissect it and say, what am I really angry about? Did something happen? Did somebody cut you off in traffic? Did somebody say something foul to you or whatever? Why are you really angry? And if you're just angry for no apparent reason, well, you got to say, hey, I dismiss this feeling, I dismiss this emotion. And though you still may feel angry, because let's just be real, that emotion, that feeling is going to be there. Though you may still, feel that way, at least you're talking to yourself and getting your mindset to change, to be like, there's really no reason for me to be feeling this way. And then you can just hopefully move on from that, unless there really is an underlying issue. And you got to continue to talk to yourself, talk about it. The next thing is to simply meditate on something. Change your scenery, change your thoughts, get out of the area in which you're in. If it's gonna cause you to punch somebody out because you're angry, because we don't have time for that and we don't want you to go to jail. We love you too much for that. Don't do that. So get out of whatever you're in. If you're in your house and it's making you crazy, get out, go sit on your porch, walk around the house, walk around the block, go for a drive, whatever it is to try to get yourself out of that mood. Put on some music. Music is so therapeutic. It can change your moods and your reactions and your emotions and your feelings and everything just by what you're listening to. So be cautious and careful as to what you're listening to, because if you're listening to some go get them, bust them out, beat them up, that's probably going to keep that feeling of anger lingering a little bit longer than you would like, and you may act on it. It says be angry, but sin not. You don't have to sin today, okay? It's a choice. All right, next you want to basically just kind of nurture what you're feeling, kind of nurture it. Be gentle, be compassionate with yourself, and take some time to say, okay, you know what? I love me so much, and I don't really need to be feeling this way. It's not making me feel good. My blood pressure's going up, and I got a headache now. I got a tummy ache. I don't need to be feeling this way. So I'm going to let this go, and I'm going to give myself a reprieve and say, okay, I'm going to relax, relate, and just woosah and release it. And that can oftentimes make you feel good as well and better. Breathing is so amazing. Just inhale, exhale. That's Spanish for inhale, exhale. My kids in an all Spanish immersion school, so I'm learning this stuff, right? So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Breathe, y'all. Breathe. You gotta breathe. We need to breathe. And these masks ain't helping nobody breathe. Let's just be real. So take the mask off for a bit and get some fresh air, because we need it to regenerate. Our brains need it. Okay, we need to be able to think and maybe need to be able to focus. That's probably why you're mad, because you can't breathe. You need to breathe. All right, last but not least, you got to be able to divert your attention, right? Get yourself out of that stinking thinking. And we kind of talked about that, getting in the car, going for a drive, putting on some music, taking that lunch break early if you can, just removing yourself from the situation. Sometimes I wish I could remove me from me, because sometimes the me that I am sometimes is not who I want to be, because that girl can get a little hoo-hoo, and sometimes I don't like her. But if I begin to breathe, if I begin to start to play that positive music, start reading the word of God, I'll go into Proverbs, I'll go into Psalms, because those are really positive chapters in the Bible, and they really help me. So hopefully they'll help you too. So read those things and do that. Figure out what your triggers are. When you figure out what can really trigger you, you've won over half the battle, because when you know what your trigger are, then you can get a game plan to combat that trigger. All right, we ain't trying to pull no triggers. We want to combat those triggers. So don't do that. Okay, so I hope these things have helped you be better, do better, and go out so that you can change the world. So again, just think about what you're thinking about, recognize and identifying it, right? and saying, yay, we gonna play with that, or no, we ain't, because it ain't bringing me no kind of joy and no kind of prosperity, no kind of peace, no kind of positivity, any kind of value to my life. So I choose to let that feeling and that emotion go. And then you're gonna be careful to ask yourself those questions so you can kind of dig deeper and really find out what's going on with yourself. Then you're gonna be able to nurture yourself, have the compassion that you need to take to be gentle with yourself, love yourself above all else, and love others as well the way that you love yourself. And hopefully you're loving yourself good so you can love someone else even better. So I hope this has helped you today, and I pray that those negative feelings, the anger, whatever it is you're feeling, that they will be gone, right? They will be gone. They will be annihilated, cut off today. So as always, you've been on with Sandra, the Actions with Inspire for Purpose. Love and light, and God bless.